Hey everybody, so I wanted to give a shout out to Retail Archives, and I did kind of make a video of being here, but it was like it doesn't show much, and I thought it did. I don't remember if I even recorded it or not. I probably did. I try to look at my videos and I can't find this specific mall in my video collection, so I don't know what happened. It's probably it it could be on my laptop, or it could be in my Google Photos or something, videos, or I don't know. I mean, I'm not too organized when it comes to all this bullshit. So, but yeah, I wanted
I'm about to give my mom the surprise of her life. Let's see if she forgives me. Mother, where
to
are
talk
you?
about the mall because I was there. I think what, a couple years ago now, right? At least. If you look in the live tab, you'll see something about Marley Station Mall. So, you know, let me figure out why it's not letting me. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I was there a couple years ago. What, maybe 2 years ago? I would say possibly. I'll go through my It's kind of like Gaithersburg, right? You know, the Lake Forest right there. You
Marley
know,
Station Mall in Glen, Burnie, Maryland, opened its doors in 1987 with high hopes,
kind of like Fair
but
Oaks
it's
and
been fighting an
Gaithersburg
uphill battle ever
mixture.
since.
I believe these kind of malls right here, they were called a Taubman Mall. That would be Taubman. I believe that's what they were referred to as, the designer or something like that. But you got the same exact design in let me see here. You got the same exact design for Lake Forest Mall, Fair Oaks, and yeah, Fair Oaks Mall in Virginia, which I'm not that far from. I'm literally like probably if I left where I'm at now, I can get over there in about 15 minutes, probably less. Um, it's about 10, 15 minutes. Just go down the Route 50 and then go down Route 50. I'm like right there. And then I would hit up 66 to get to 495 and stuff. But I don't drive that way anymore to get back to Maryland. I always take 28 northbound to get into the airport, and then hit the Dulles Access Road to 495, and then get back up into Maryland. And that's what I do. But yeah. So these malls right here. They don't. I don't know. I kind of like. I kind of like the Westfield type malls, to be honest, or Simon malls. Um, Better, to be honest. These Tallman malls, they kind of, I don't know, they just kind of weird. Tyson's Corner is a little bit more bigger too, and I like the Potomac Mills Mall too down in Woodbridge.
Before construction even began, the project was already off to a rocky start.
Yeah, that's good
Taubman
quality here.
Centers, the mall's developers, had trouble securing frontage along Route 2, clashing with a hot dog stand and a homeowner who refused to sell.
That's
They
good.
eventually worked out a deal with the hot dog stand, but the house remained, partially blocking the mall's visibility from the busy highway.
Oh, it is what it is.
But the biggest misstep may have been strategic. Glen Burnie has always been a working-class town, but the mall's original anchors, Hex and Macy's, were stores that didn't really reflect the needs or income of the surrounding area. When the doors finally opened, only about 80% of the space was leased.
Um, I don't remember Marley Station Mall being this busy here in this video. When I went there, it was like it was pretty dead, and it was the video that I saw. I think Ace's Adventures or something, or Wally B was one of those two, or you know, yeah, it was dead then too. That would have been like 4 or 5 years ago now.
And that would turn out to be the peak occupancy rate. The late 80s, early 90s recession, which started not long after the mall's opening, also didn't help things. Today, Marley Station Mall is in a state of decline, with most of its
I remember
storefronts
walking
empty
down
or
this one
shuttered.
right here, this specific corridor. I think I came in from one of the entrances that was right here.
Excluding the anchors, only about about 20 stores remain open, when there were 130 at one time.
Oh,
The
this.
fact that this mall is still open today is amazing to me. What's even more surprising is that there don't currently seem to be any plans to demolish or redevelop it.
There's a movie
But I
theater.
still
I don't
can't
remember seeing a movie theater there. I probably did, and I was like probably amazed by it. So I was like, "What? This place got a movie theater? Holy shit!"
see this place lasting longer than maybe another 2 years.
Auntie Aunt still. Oh, there's a usually they do pretty good in
Now owned
malls.
by Namdar, a company notorious for acquiring struggling malls, Marley Station Mall is just another example of how these properties are often left to deteriorate.
When he said Nandar, that sounds like it sounds like a Hindi one. And I'm gonna be honest, they they tend to run businesses into the ground. I don't know why. They just don't manage it very well. Um, I can say for sure that if my friend Orlando had bought a mall or whatever, it would be pretty thriving pretty quick, and it would stay thriving. But of course he's not rich or anything. He's struggling too, just like I am. I mean, I'm having to stay in my van right now, but better than nothing, right?
Namdar also owns Hamilton Mall and Concord Mall, which I've done videos on previously, and they tend to follow the same pattern. Minimal maintenance, no active leasing campaigns, no real effort to bring life back into these spaces. And of the three, this one is definitely the worst.
Yeah, it's because the Hindis always. It's because the Hindis are cheap, right? They don't want to fucking. They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay to fix things. You know what I mean? They don't want to do anything to like to make it better. They rather just run it and run it and run it hard until it breaks, and then they'll run it beyond that. That's just what they do, and it's really pathetic, you know.
Co-pilot, make a quiz for my astronomy notes.
Is definitely the worst.
I forgot what these businesses even were.
The mall hasn't seen any significant renovations in a long time, and it really shows. Much of the design still has that 80s and 90s feel.
Yeah.
The neon lights on the ceilings in particular jump out. They're a classic touch from that era, but some of the tubes are no longer functional, unfortunately, as you may notice throughout the video.
I honestly didn't notice that. I had no idea there was even that much like
The
neon
mall
there.
itself is very dimly lit to the point that the video looks shaky at certain times. My camera's stabilizer is really made for well-lit settings.
I mean, he seems like he's doing okay. I mean,
Despite its rocky
you know.
start, Marley Station Mall did enjoy some success in the 90s. It added JCPenney and Sears as new anchors in 1994 and 1996, respectively. These stores made more sense for the area than Macy's or Hex. But then in 2000,
I want to know how he's doing the video without getting in trouble or without security bothering him or anyone else yelling at him. Because I mean, I've tried to do mall videos and I have to be like extremely as discreet as possible, and I do it live so that way you know if someone were to try to say, hey, you can't be recording here, and they try to snatch my phone from me or try to fight me over it, then they can't delete it, and all sorts of stuff. So I kind of do it live, and I have to be like really careful, and it just doesn't come out very good like these guys do it. These guys do mall videos so much more better.
Arundel Mills opened about a 15-minute drive away from Marley Station Mall.
Yeah, Arundel Mills is doing
and
good.
that mall has taken many shoppers away from here.
Yeah, Arundel Mills, next to Live Casino, is doing pretty good. I think that's off of Highway 100 or so. I know I had to go up there to meet a guy one time to buy a MoFi LTE router, which didn't work out for me. I think I sold it to somebody else. I forgot, or maybe I got it back to the guy for a little bit less. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but and then I went there. I think last time I was there was like a little more than a year ago, I think. I'm not sure. I don't go. I don't go out that way very often.
In 2004, Taubman Center sold Marley Station Mall to the Mills Corporation.
Yeah, see, I told you, Talman or or however it's pronounced.
Which also owns Arundel Mills. The Mills Corporation itself was acquired by Simon in 2007.
But JCPenney's is still open.
In 2006, Hex closed after its parent company May Department Stores was acquired by Federated, the parent company of Macy's. Macy's then moved into the Hex building, while the original Macy's became Boscov's. But Boscov's didn't last very long, closing in 2008.
Shit, there's a Boscov's all over the place, I think, right? Or is that out west? I forgot where they were. I remember seeing them in a person somewhere, a Boscov somewhere. But yeah, at least they got a Metro store in the mall here, though.
We're entering the old Boscov's wing now, and from what I understand, it's been dead longer than the rest of the mall, which makes sense considering it's been without an anchor for the last 17 years. And as of my visit, this wing didn't have a single open business on the first floor, and there was just one on the second floor.
Huh.
This was honestly pretty eerie, although I did find some mall walkers on the second floor. By 2012, Marley Station Mall had an occupancy rate of just 56%, down from 67% a year earlier.
Oh, really?
Also in 2012, the Boscov's building was purchased by a company called iNet, which turned it into a data center.
Huh.
In 2013, the mall went into receivership when Simon got into a loan dispute with Bank of America. Woodmont Company would take over the mall's management until the dispute could be settled. iNet expressed interest in buying the rest of the mall to expand their data center, but Woodmont said it would keep the mall open and try to revitalize it instead. Later in 2013,
they should just sold the iNet. Fuck it.
Auction. It was acquired by TKL East, which then sold it to a company called LNR. In February 2014, the United Artists Theater, which had been at the mall since opening day in 1987, closed without notice. However, it was replaced by Horizon Cinemas a few months later.
Yeah, I was gonna say that movie theater's open in the mall, so that was weird. But at least there's a movie theater. But I mean, honestly, I don't visit movie theaters because they're just too expensive. I can get the movies for free off of Peacock or just download them, you know?
Marley Station Mall was facing significant financial distress. Reports at the time warned investors of near-term rollover risk and advised them to expect losses of up to 70% on their investment.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free. Plus, get your biggest refund.
Oh, yeah.
A year later in 2016, the situation had only worsened.
Yeah, at the Lake Forest Mall, it looked very similar. I think on the Sears side of the mall, like this. But if you go to Fair Oaks, where Sbarro is and everything, it looks pretty similar, like this. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, Lake Forest Mall has been they've been closed and shut down for a while now. More than a year, probably close to 2 years. I got a video, I think, of me and my girlfriend walking around there somewhere. If it's published or not, I don't remember. I have to take a look at my YouTube channel.
The mall accounted for 29% of the remaining fund, and all classes of debt tied.
But yeah, we'll go back to those two videos that I have in my live tab on my channel. I'll feature it here.
To the property were rated below investment grade or already in default. During this same period, the mall was reappraised at just $39.8 million, far below the original $114.4 million loan amount. leaving a staggering $88.7 million gap between the mall's value and what was owed.
I do hear music, but it's kind of hard to tell what song it is though, because
I wonder how
of
old
the echo.
this sign is, because Claire's and Rue 21 are both gone.
Yeah.
The mall went to auction yet again in September 2020. It was sold for $1.65 million plus at least $15 million of existing debt.
Wow.
However, this deal was halted in November 2020 by the Texas Bankruptcy Court. Also in November 2020, it was announced that Sears would be closing, which it did in January 2021.
Yeah, Sears went downhill real quick. I remember going to Sears at the Westfield Montgomery Mall in Bethesda, you know, and I remember going to Sears. I'm trying to remember what other store. I don't think I've been to the one at the Manassas Mall. I could have. Don't quote me on that. I could have been there. And
in June 2022,
what
the
else
mall was
there?
sold to its current owner, Namdar, who stated their intention to pursue an aggressive leasing strategy to increase the occupancy rate.
Yeah, right.
Well, as you can see, that hasn't been the case at all.
Nope, sure hasn't.
It's a familiar pattern for anyone who's followed Namdar's mall portfolio. Acquire struggling malls, cut costs, collect rent from whatever tenants remain, and let the property decline. Marley
Yeah.
Station Mall has unfortunately become yet another example of that cycle.
Yep, screw Nandar. They need to be pushed out of this country, like for real. They need to go. They need to go back. They need to stay out of our country. We need to bring American, like straight up American-based property management companies and property like owners to be buying these places, not these foreign ones. I'm sick and tired of it, and that's just my opinion. Anyone else? I don't care if you want to talk shit or not, but that's my feelings on it. I'm just sick and tired of all these foreign
So what
with
does
the foreign
the
run
future
places.
hold for Marley Station Mall? Well, like I said, I really can't imagine it lasting more than a couple years. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure people said similar things a few years ago.
No,
But I
no,
really don't
he's
see
right.
how it can go on like this for much longer.
He's right.
Even of the stores left, there aren't many major chains. It's mostly just small local places. Not that there's anything wrong with mom and pop businesses. I love to see them. But when they're pretty much all you see in a mall, and all the major brands are jumping ship, that's never a good sign.
Yep, and he's absolutely right too. As soon like that Bath and Body Works store, when I jump ship there, then that's gonna really, and what's the other store? Maybe Metro, if they jump ship, the movie theater jump ship there at Marley Station, and whatever other stores jump ship, I'm always gonna decline. It looked like they had a kickboxing place too in this mall here, or whatever they do in these malls. They did it at the Manassas Mall too. They had a kickboxing place.
Now, you see that Easter bunny down there? I don't think that's even a person in a costume. I think it's just a big doll. It's just sitting there, not moving at all.
Yeah.
Now that's sad.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Or it could be the costume just being propped up, and then the person and then they go and put it on. I mean, that's possible too. But yeah, it's pretty weird. Look at that, the Sears logo's still up. What the hell? They haven't even taken it down. Wow, that's crazy. That place is going. That place is closing too. Jumping ship. Cause I bet Nandar coming to them and be like, "Hey, we need more rent. You better pay up, or we're gonna evict you." You know. I wouldn't doubt it. Of course, in their
This year used to be
in their
Payless, as you might be
hitting
able
tone
to
of
tell.
voice. Yeah, Payless has been gone
And here
from
you've
the
got the old
region for a
Sears,
while,
which, as I
from everywhere. Shit, I remember Payless in downtown DC. I got a pair of shoes from there, I think once or twice.
said, closed in 2021. The sign is still up and you can still see inside.
Yeah,
The
that,
building is still owned by Transformco, the parent company of Sears, and it's listed as being for lease, although I doubt they'll find any takers anytime soon.
no, no, it's gonna cost too much to fucking get the run this to even open this up and get it going. Nobody in this day and age is gonna want that. It's gonna want to put a business in that space, except for a data center, or or like Amazon data center, or go to Google or something. Yeah, they could probably buy that up, or the iNet or whatever, you know, or the federal government or something could throw a bunch of servers in there. Casual gear. I don't remember seeing that. But then again, I was trying to walk through the mall as fast as I could because I think I had somewhere to go. You know, I wasn't like trying to stay there all day, you know. Man, it's so crazy. I wonder where the leasing office is. There's usually a long hallway somewhere where the office and the security station is. Well, there's probably no security here at this mall. I don't remember seeing one then. So I know Lake Forest did. I think they had to take an elevator to like a different level or something. It was kind of weird, but yeah.
Here's Macy's, which was originally Hex until 2006, when Macy's relocated here from its original location in the mall. I'm actually kind of surprised this Macy's survived the 2025 closures, although it could still very well close in 2026 or 2027.
Yeah.
Who knows though, maybe this Macy's
Probably that
actually
hallway
does well.
there is
I
the
wouldn't
leasing
know.
office
I
and
didn't
stuff.
go in there.
Gold's
And just
Gym.
because a mall is dead doesn't necessarily mean the anchors are.
I've been to a couple malls where they got Planet Fitness pretty much built right in, you know? So that's good. It's like down south. I forgot what town it was. It was somewhere. Probably somewhere in Georgia or something like that, I think. Savannah, Georgia, maybe, I want to
Now
say.
check this out. The arcade has 2 vending machines with a grand total of 1 item between them. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's been sitting in there for over a year and is expired.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't eat it. I mean, I wouldn't trust it if it was peanuts, maybe, I guess you can eat it. I mean, it's salted peanuts. Like, I think they would hold up pretty good for a couple years in the packaging. I wonder how long their lease is for Gold's Gym. I wonder how long they signed the lease for. I'm not too familiar with you know, with leasing, like business space and all that. I'm not familiar with all that. I have an idea of how it works, but not like 100%. It would take me a long time to learn it, how it works, you know, and what the terminology is and the lingo and all that, and how to recognize things, you know. I mean, I could walk into a business right now and I could recognize, you know, like what needs to be repaired and whatnot. I mean, I'm good at that, you know. I've been in quite a few commercial settings doing some simple repairs and making sure cameras work and all that. So
Now,
I mean,
Pandora is one of the last stores
I like to
would
do it
expect
again,
to find
though.
in this mall. I wonder what's keeping them open.
Yeah, right.
Notice that the Sears sign is still lit up down here on the first floor, over 4 years after they closed.
Yeah, that's so
I
weird.
can't believe Transformco is paying for that.
Yeah, right. It's a waste of electricity, you know? Hmm. Another anti-ant. What the heck? There's two of them? Huh. Must be on both sides of the mall then. That one's apparently closed.
Walmart Plus Week is April
Wow.
28th to May 4th. It's 7 days of big member offers on
I've
Burger
got
King
Walmart
faves,
Plus.
gas, one free express delivery, and more. Yes, Walmart Plus Week,
I
April
need to know
28th to May
how
4th. Reach your
it
full
works for
savings
Exxon
potential.
though. I use Sheetz gas station though to get my gas and stuff because they have different
Wow, what you're
grades of
seeing
gas.
right now is an
So
ultra-realistic AI robotic dog, crafted by master engineers in Germany. From its lifelike appearance to its dynamic movements, it boasts an incredible 99.9% similarity to a real dog.
yeah, right.
Advanced AI. This robotic companion learns your commands and adapts to you over time, becoming the perfect companion who truly understands you. No need for dog food, just a quick charge, and it's ready to go. Plus, it's realistic. Hypoallergenic fur ensures no allergic reactions. Order now and take advantage of an exclusive discount.
I don't know.
Don't miss this
That's
opportunity to bring home.
that robotic dog. I don't know. I need to do some research because that dog looks way too real to even be robotic. It looks too real, you know. And yeah, I really hope it's a robotic dog. I really do. Because I don't want to see a real dog being treated like a toy. That would really, yeah. I'm not like, I love animals, but I don't want them in my van if they're gonna be dirty and you know what I mean? Like if they're gonna be running around and their paws are dirty, I don't want them here in the van. You know, I don't want the van's already got like dust and dirt in it. I don't want to contribute to
So
more, you
there you
know?
have it. That's Marley Station Mall in Glen Burnie, Maryland.
Plus it's a matter of
It's
money
really
too.
sad to see it in its current state, but that's just the reality of malls today. Some make it, while others fade away.
Yeah,
And
fade
this one
away
is
into the
definitely close
sunset.
to its end. What do you think? What will become of Marley Station Mall? What are your memories of this place if you've been here before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already,
Which I did.
because I'll be making more content like this in the near future. And as always, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.
So yeah, check them out. Retail Archives. I wonder if he did one short.
Some sad times here at Neshaminy Mall. The wing running between AMC and the old Sears has been walled off.
Yeah, see, these are the kind of videos that I've been trying to do in the last few years, like in the last 5-6 years, and it's been extremely difficult. Like it's just the way I can't. I'm afraid of like security catching me or someone reporting me and saying they're being recorded and stuff. I'm not as like bold with it as most people are, even though I want to be. It's like I'm still trying to develop that, like, I don't give a shit kind of attitude, you know? But I'm not just...
I knew this was coming
I don't
when
know,
the
it's kind
last
of hard
few
to
businesses
explain.
in there either relocated or closed. But it still hits hard. You can see inside.
Oh,
And the AMC is still open, but it's been cut off from the rest of the mall.
that's weird. Why would they do that?
It's very sad.
Why the hell would they do that? What the hell? Wow. That's so crazy. Yeah, let's go back here. Let's see what else he's got. So these are the ones that he's got here. I need to start doing this like editing stuff too, you know? It's just, I'm not as good with it as I used to be. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I like that Plymouth Medium Mall for some reason. That looks pretty cool. But yeah, here we go. Let's go to my channel here. Let's go to live. Let's go to oldest. That's probably the quickest way. All right. Yeah, see, it's like 11 seconds.
I'm gonna have to redo it again.
Yeah, see, it wasn't much. And then here we go. Let's.
I'm gonna have to hold the phone this way, so you may have to watch your screen sideways. But here at Marley Station Mall, apparently they have a Ruby Tuesday still here. Unless it's closed down. Let's zoom in. It looks like it's dark in there. Anyways, let me get out of the van. You know, I'll try to not make it so obvious because you know how mall security can be. They can be a bunch of, you know, bunch of dweebs. I mean, I got another choice word for it, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna go lock up my side door. That way I can keep my van secured. Oh shit! Fucking basket of.
Yeah, I forgot what I was doing that day. I was doing something. I still got that green basket on the back of the van.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
I had to put the phone in my pocket or something to. I forget what I put the phone in my pocket for.
There we go. I'll keep it from moving around. Poke myself.
There we go.
Poke myself with my finger in my hand.
Yeah, I think that day I might have been like,
Zoomed out. I don't know.
kind of like in a
So pretty much this
in
mall is
a
like the
bad frenzy
Lake
mood, you know.
Forest, Fair Oaks malls in the area, I guess.
Yeah, the signal's bad, I guess. Yeah, see, I thought I had more video than that, but I guess not. Fortunately. Crap. Oh, it's frustrating because I was just hoping I had a lot more video. That was it. I don't know, that's weird why. Maybe it does this. I don't know. Yeah, see, it's like, I gotta figure out this whole list of how they list this stuff. But yeah, like I said, that was Marley Station Mall, and yeah, Marley Station Mall in Glen Burnie. There's much going on there. Apparently, it's going pretty dead. Namdar equals dead. Oh, okay, now I get it. Okay, because I gave it a thumbs down, but yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up again. But yeah, that is so true though. So, the dude from Philly, he doesn't know. Arundel. No, it's you just say Arundel Mills Mall. That's how you say it, Arundel Mills Mall. Simple as that. And I'm from Wisconsin, so sometimes we have different ways of saying stuff. But yeah, it's just Arundel Mills Mall. It's simple as that, you know. Anyways, I'll see you guys later, and take care, and have a good day.